Time for another random video. I was looking at a picture on Tumblr and I remembered something about probably like less than 6 months ago. I was talking to someone about cutting because I used to cut and I have a ton of scars on one of my arms for it. And they said, you could always get plastic surgery for it. You can always, you can do a lot for it. You can put cream on it to make it go away and stuff like that. And I thought about it and I was just thinking and, why I didn't feel like that would be something I would be interested in doing in the future or even now. And I think I kind of figured out why. I think that for me, it's a reminder first where I came from because it shows me how far I'm going. To take one look at my arm and all the scars and then to take one look at my smile, especially when you say Jesus, it really shows. I have so many people at work because I wear short sleeves all the time at my store, and they see my arm and they're looking at me and I'm just smiling, and I know, and I have that knowing smiling, and it's fine, and so I think for me, I gotta look to see where I went to show where I'm going, and to see how much Christ has really redeemed my life a lot. To me, it also tells a story. It tells a story of struggle and depression and hopelessness, but then it also tells a story of hope, and that if God can use these scars to help other people, and He will, because I've already had a whole bunch of people talk to me about them, and it's giving me an opportunity to say, praise the Lord that I'm here, and really praise the Lord and not just, whatever. So yeah, I don't think I'd ever get rid of them. I think that, God has used them in so many ways, and to me, they're my testimony. I look down and even in my depression, I carved life on my arm, which, sounds a little oxymoronic, and it is, but, that was my life, oxymoronic. I wanted life, but not the life I had. I wanted something better than hopelessness and helplessness and despair. And I think that was what cutting and depression and suicide was all about, was my cry for a better life, for life. Jesus says, I am the way and the life, and I'm the way, the truth, and the life. And I think that in my depression, I knew that there had to be something more to this life than just going along and some random, adventure and dying and it's done, and if I didn't have life, then I didn't want my life. And I feel like I can look back and see when I was yearning for God and His love and His grace and His holiness, and Jesus is Jesus is my life, and Jesus is life. And when I didn't have Him, when I didn't know Him, and no wonder why I didn't want to live, because there's no life without Him. There's nothing without Him. And I think just knowing that and seeing, sometimes I look and try and read it and it fades, it's fading. But I wonder if even you can see it on here. No, you can't. You can see a little bit of it, but it's pretty bad, It's not, I have kids looking at it. That's sad for me, is, having kids ask, because I'm never going to explain it to them when they're 6, never. But, yeah, I just, I don't think I'd ever get rid of them. They're part of me, and they're part of my journey, and they'll fade, but I think some of them will stay forever, and I think it'll always remind me what life is without Jesus, and just makes me look at the sun so much more, and I don't know, I don't feel ashamed of them anymore. I don't feel any stings, and that's great. And so to look at it without a sting and just to remember, it's a good thing. So I don't know if anyone, is watching this, but if you have scars or you have something going on in your life, or you just something you come through and you still feel a sting, it will pass. But remember the story, because God's all about stories, obviously. God bless you.